Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace. And we're jumping back into Alice's adventures. Heading right back into the mushroom forest. That's better. First time I tried this intro, the image there did not load properly. It was just a bunch of lines underneath. Like lines other than the ones that are already there. Oh, yes. There, yes. I didn't forget this time. I mean, if you're not dressed like a crazy person here, it makes you stand out. For a moment there, I thought all of them would have solid gunk in the gaps. Oh, yeah. I can already tell that getting the outside of this bridge is going to be tons of fun. Using extensions to hit the middle parts. Oh. Say no to that. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to get the outsides. Then again... How the fuck did I get this one? Oh boy. I think I'll finish with the butterfly shrine. That makes the most sense to me. Oh, but, well, maybe not right next to the caterpillar's cocoon. I was gonna write arse. I don't get why you can rotate the red nozzle. You know, since it's just a point and all. Do I have or need ladders here? There's that slow walk again. This would be considerably easier if I was like 20 feet above this. What? I saw pick up equipment just there. Oh, it's the, of course, the scaffolding behind it. I feel like surely that would hurt. That was like a 20-foot drop. Maybe 30? Oh, right. Well, okay, it was like a 10-inch drop, but still, I'm really, really small right now. Oh. Did the cat leave, or is he just on the other side of the mushroom? Like he did leave. How unfortunate. Oh, no, there he is. Maybe he moves around. Or maybe I just forgot which one he was on. Does he have a beard? I should probably mention, for Justin's sake, that the primary colors that make up his fur are yellow, orange, red, and purple, along with highlights of pink. He in no way looks like the color pattern of a real cat. Kind of reminds me of certain intentionally psychedelic candy wrappers when I was a kid. Oh, what was the one where the mascot was the zebra with rainbow stripes? That was how I remembered a lot of commercial products as a kid by what their mascots were. Oh. Oh, look at that. You can actually see that the logs continue down into the water where they are presumably not dirty. Oh, for God's sake. What is that? Moss? Yeah, that's moss. I don't think Alice did that. Playing devil's advocate here. Whoa. Keep hitting everything. Oh, jeez. How embarrassing. I didn't even start my timer. Let me just, set that, yeah. Shout out to Elthwar, who says, I think the generally used term by sailors for those turn-wheel doors is hatches or hand-wheel doors, but the technical term is likely called quick-acting doors. That was interesting to dig into, because I also did not know the proper term before researching it. Well, I'm glad to have sent you on that little chase. And shout out to Justin Jones, who says, as Dr. PowerWash continues to clean the White Rabbit's home, he discovers a terrible truth, that his current employer is a lord of change. Oh, no. If Zinch had something to do with Wonderland, I feel like that would actually answer a few questions and raise so many more. Oh, these interesting. The footprints are the only parts that aren't dirty. You don't really see that in this game very often. Sloppy. Alright, fine. Nice, sweet back and forth. Honestly, it's really not just because of the green nozzle. It's because I find the combination of this nozzle and this small extension gives me a really strong pressure to work with at short to medium range, while still having a really, really wide blade of water there in front of me, for lack of a better word for the angle fan. You see what I mean, though, right? That line of water right there, if I hold it in one spot. It's like I'm wiping it all away with the side of a sword. I guess I'd be scraping, but now we're just getting pedantic about words. Yay! Okay, what was happening there is that I was trying to go to the side while the level geometry wasn't letting me, but the way it was sort of jostling without sending me anywhere made it seem like ding, and then Dr. PowerWash immediately starts vibrating with joy. Just, yay! Oh, did I cut some of that off by mistake? No, the butterfly shrine is still completely dirty. I was just curious because the grime is pretty evenly divided. Blue grime in the top half of the wings, green grime in the bottom half. Is it just supposed to look like that? No. It is not. Oh. Oh, there are like oily patterns on the surface of the water. Or whatever this shit is. I mean, again, this is Wonderland. This could be green treacle for all we know. I asked myself what was a sweet thing Lewis Carroll might have heard of. So Lewis Carroll was famously inspired to create Alice in Wonderland, well, aside from the math thing I mentioned earlier, which I still can't quite wrap my head around, because of his friendship with a little girl named Alice Liddell, Liddel. And, I don't know if it says something more about Lewis Carroll or about, you know, human society, or at least society at the time, that apparently the fact that he had a friendly relationship with a child who was not related to him has led to centuries of rumors that he was actually that he had bad intentions, let's say. I think jumping to that particular conclusion is uncomfortable. Like, if that's all the information you have? I don't know, maybe it wasn't all the information they had. For all I know, there's some letter out there where he says some disturbing things, but if there is, I haven't heard about it, and I apologize. That has never sat right with me. I learned this when looking into the fact that although in the original book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and in Through the Looking Glass, Alice does not have a last name. In fact, I don't think her older sister, who briefly appears at the beginning of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland before falling asleep, I think her older sister doesn't actually get a name, maybe just Alice's sister. I might be wrong about that, but they definitely didn't have a family name. Which is why I found it interesting when, after American McGee's Alice continued with that, the sequel, Alice Madness Returns, just went, screw it, they've got a surname now. But then they just, I guess called a spade, and named her Alice Liddell. Dungeons and Dragons owes something to Lewis Carroll as well. Where, there's an entire category of weaponry called Vorpal weapons, which is based on, Carroll's poem Jabberwocky, about a man hunting the Jabberwock. Where the guy goes out with his Vorpal blade and chops off the Jabberwock's head. And his father, proclaims his great deed when he returns home and praises him. But because of its usage in this poem, D&D has an entire category of Vorpal weaponry, where if you get a critical hit, you instantly decapitate whatever you're trying to hit. No damage dice, no numbers there. You're just dead. I actually got decapitated by such a weapon in the hands of a boss monster once. Although that entire session was, I got better. But then it never actually happened, because that entire session was in-universe retconned out of existence by time travel fuckery. We sent the key back in time to ourselves, so we wouldn't actually need to go through the trials to get it. But What I liked there is that one of the people in the party hadn't thought they were the sort of person to sacrifice themselves for anything. And now we learn a version of them and all of us have erased our very existences to try and get a better outcome than the one we ended up with. Fuck yeah, bridge path cleaned. 5%. We've made a big stride. Huh. They really do seem like, that's close enough on this bridge, huh? Oh, there. This bridge is made up of a bridge path, a bridge frame on either side, but it's separated into many, many segments because of the bridge posts. So there's all kinds of small things to ding on this bridge, if you were curious, Justin. Oh, and bridge railings on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments. Ooh. So that's a dozen railings, a dozen frames, a dozen posts, or, well, that probably doesn't math out, but whatever. I remember, God, years ago when I played the original Dead Space games, I would lovingly make jokes about the fact that the alt fire on your starter weapon, the plasma cutter, rotated the head of it 90 degrees and back and forth. Because the game was all about strategic dismemberment, so it's, do you want to cut horizontally or vertically? And I remember making jokes at the time about how, in real life, it's a handheld tool. So in real life, if you wanted to change the angle of cutting, you just fucking turn your wrist. And I really liked that, but I was thinking just now, with this thing, I've taken off the extension to get a better look at it. With this device, I kind of understand being able to rotate the head, because there's a hose of compressed water sticking out the back of this thing. You don't want to rotate it too hard. Might crimp the hose and cause a pressure buildup, which might cause something to explode. Well, fuck yeah. Well, I guess the bridge frame is one solid piece, but whatever. Oh no. I think I've gotten the entire bridge. And, this first post, maybe. Ah! I could see the cat there. He had no outward response when I did that. Oh, wait, I can check much faster than this, since it's all in alphabetical order here. 2 of the bridge frames are not done. Oh my. Oh, there's 2. Oh, that's fucking right! There's a second bridge! Oh, I didn't actually mean to highlight that. Well, screw that. We'll, I guess start going in this direction. Wait, is that... Oh, that's strange. This pink stuff is just labeled moss. I thought it was going to be more cake. Like, genuinely, I thought it was going to be more cake. Like, aha! Alice has been here! Oh! No, in this particular case, the pink is the color of the mushroom base underneath the moss. Ooh, it's veiny. I have absolutely no idea what a mushroom's anatomy is like, so I can't speak to that. Like, if it's not the part you put on a pizza, I'm not familiar with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I've just never found plants and fungi terribly exciting. Fuck it. Well, we've certainly made progress. That's for damned sure. Bridge looks great on this side. It's just everything it leads to that's a problem. Oh, god damn it. Aromatic bubble blower. And there are, in fact, bubbles floating out of it. I think they're suggesting that this entire pool, like this little miniature... I guess if it was full-sized, it would be like a tiny pond as opposed to a lake, but, it's bubble-blowing fluid! Like the kind kids dip little wands in and blow on. Huh. Go figure. Yeah, don't drink this. Although you'd think doing this would create just a shitload of bubbles. Like foam that would build up into a huge pile instantly. Ah, well. I'm BurningDogFace. And I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. When we'll keep working on the mushroom. And, make this part of Wonderland a cheerier place, I guess. Later.